Well, it's never bad when the UPS guy brings a Gibson box. All right, so I'm gonna get this guy opened up and then I'll resume filming. All right, so let's get this opened up. And, oh man. All right, so this is a lot tighter than normal. And yeah. Okay. All right, so normally I'm all about pulling these out of the boxes, but this one does not want to come out. So I'll get it out and then see about resuming filming, because that's wedged in there. So this part right here was wedged in there way tighter than normal. I don't know if they've gone to a smaller box or what, but that is incredibly tight on there. And I'm going to have to put you on pause again because it doesn't want to come off very easily. So, all right, one more time. All right, so yeah, back to our regularly scheduled unboxing. So a couple years back, got an Inspired by Gibson Epiphone version of this guitar, and I was less than impressed. I liked it, but I never felt like it was really something I bonded with. So I'm anxious to see if the Gibson version is better, because deep down inside, I have been wanting one of these for quite some time. And this is an SJ-200 in Autumn Burst. And so far, looks alone do not disappoint. So the Inspired by Gibson version, if I'm remembering correctly, was a kind of a satin feel, and this one is a gloss, and it is incredibly well done. There's the LR Baggs Anthem, I think is what they call this one. It's the one that has the piezo in it. So that maple back insides is looking good. Spruce top, not too bad. Oh, but the other thing is the neck has the little skunk stripe down it, and that's gorgeous. A little bit of flame in that neck, but I am super impressed with at least the quality on this one, especially considering it's supposed to be a demo, quote unquote. So very neat. So inside the case, which is a Costa Rican made one, there is your normal stuff, the Gibson brands thing, and then the little warranty card about what all the... This is something new. I haven't seen them pack humidipacks in there before, but maybe that's something new, or maybe that's something that I've just not seen. But no matter how you look at it, that's something that's kind of new. And the of course the keychain, the extra deal, the little thing about the Gibson app, polishing cloth. They're back to using, and I think they just do it at random deals where they have the where they use a half certificate of authenticity or a full one, because sometimes you get the open and close one, and sometimes you just get that one. And of course, a couple of picks, keys for the case. So that kind of stuff is all stuff pretty standardized. Like I say, get that key, that, you know, truss rod adjustment key. But like I say, these, it's always nice to get these. They don't always send those, so the keychains is kind of cool. Overall though, case is your standard fare. Gibson USA stuff. I mean, nothing fancy or anything. I do like this textured material that's on there that they've gone to using, so that's pretty neat. So I'm gonna give this one a couple of days to kind of get adjusted to the Texas climate, and then like I say, I'll get a little playing sample for you, or maybe I'll just do it a little bit later today, something like that. But anyway, you get the picture. So here we are in the new room that will be where I do a lot of the recordings for the actual sound demonstrations, and it's an unfinished project right now, but it's getting close enough that I can go ahead and use it. Best part is air conditioning, so much nicer than 100-something degree Texas heat. Anyway, so again, SJ-200 Autumn Burst is the color, and it is a absolutely gorgeous guitar. And that maple back inside really does have some pretty decent flang to it. And even the neck has a little bit of it. So there's not a lot of movement to it, but it is there. So these guitars are something that I personally, like I say, I got the Epiphone version. I've touched a few of them over the years, but never really found one I super duper liked. This particular one was one that Gibson had as a demo, and I was a little skeptical, but at the same point in time, I sat on it and thought about it for a while, and then they turned around and had a little sale, so I got it for a good deal. And in the few minutes I've had so far to play it, getting it tuned up and everything, not disappointed. Did take a moment to adjust the LR Baggs pickup setup so that I can have it more precisely tuned in when I start swapping it over. But I haven't played with a lot of the settings on it, so that'll be interesting to do too. But right now, it's just like I say, it's super duper comfortable. It does definitely need some conditioning on those frets, because the frets themselves are nice and clean and they're super low and everything, but the fretboard itself looks like it's been hanging out in the sunlight for who knows how long. So definitely going to do probably a restring and some conditioner on that fretboard, because it is looking a little dry. And the LR Baggs Anthem setup, I'm gonna have to definitely do some more playing with, because before I put it up against anything else, this Anthem setup has a piezo. And so, I don't know if I can make it where you can see it in there, but that's the actual controls. And normally you just have a volume and tone. And this one you have this switch right here, which I think might be the piezo to mix in. Yeah, it feels like that might be what that is. So I'll be playing with that today as we go through the sound setup and see what it does. But anyway, overall, it is an incredibly nice guitar, and I see why they charge as much as they do for them. But I would definitely recommend looking at one used, because as much as I like this guitar, I still think that deep down inside I am a Dreadnought guy. So, without further ado, a few chords. will say this guitar rings really well. And I don't know if that's I don't know if that's something that's specific to the J200. I don't know, the Dove does a pretty good job too, but it also is spruce top and maple back and sides. All right, so now, volume's in the front on this one, and we're playing through the Fender Acoustic 100, so it's just pretty much everything is set to 12. The only real difference is the bass is set to about what would normally be called the 9 o'clock position, so it's turned down to about half of what the rest of this stuff is. So volume's up pretty much halfway. Got a little bit of effect going on, but let's see, what is the effect? Nope, room. That's the room effect going on. So I don't have anything special. So I've been interested to do this because I haven't done it yet. So, all right. So is this the piezo that is turning on? So that's with whatever the switch is on. And then let's see if I can figure out how to do it with the switch off. All right, so now the switch is off. So there you go. I'm not really sure what that does, but it certainly adds a little, it makes it a little bit different. Kind of almost sounds a little brighter, maybe turning that down some. There you go. So, interesting. So this, the volume, of course, is the volume. And then this is your, like I say, this is like your treble circuit, you know, your tone, you know, all the way down gives you more bass, takes the crisp off, and then all the way up gives you and then somewhere in the middle take a little bit off that. I don't know. I'm pretty interested in how that's going to play out because I like the guitar. I'm not sure how much use I'm going to get out of that, but in this setting without it, let's see. I think I like it best with whatever that is turned off. This is turned all the way to the bass side. I think that's my favorite setting on this thing right there. Anyway, so there it is. This is the SJ-200 Autumn Burst It's a Gibson, as we've already talked about, and I don't know. I like it. I don't know if I love it, but I like it. Is it worth $5,400 or whatever, $5,500? I think they're asking new. No, it's not. But find one used and pick it up. You probably like it. Till next time.